Hi everyone and a very warm welcome back to the Monthly Warno Tournament for March from SD League. Today we're with Lathans and Tmanplays for a couple of games. Lathans playing on the left in blue as the 11th E Parachutist Division. Airborne, not that we see it very often to be honest, but he has got plenty of forward deployment troops. And over on the right in red we have T-Man playing as a much more standard 3rd Armoured Division. Obviously lagging behind a little bit with those units, but does have his LRS up nice and close to the front. Mirage coming in there. I would have said hunting for a chopper, but I can't actually see any choppers in for T-Man. I would expect he's probably called the Mirage in case there was an early Apache rush, which may have been beneficial against some of these forward deployment troops. Obviously here, Lathans getting into this town. I mean, Lathans starting on the bad side of this map, but has claimed Echo, purely because of the forward deployment troops there. T-Man has gone for a much wider spread of units to some extent, whereas Lathans is focusing very much on this town area here, or the industrial zone, and this town here. Obviously not a huge amount of units in there, but enough. Up here he's got a hell of a lot that's doing quite a lot of damage right now. Lots of Milan there as well, so he's ready for any incoming tanks. That may cause issues for T-Man in terms of any Abrams he brings in. Is that? It is okay. I was going to say, I was worried about the CV going across the bridge there, but it is well out of range. There's an Eagle in at the back there. Obviously will be helpful against any jets that Lathans brings in, because it should overpower them. But look at this. Lathans is just going here. Getting some recon further forward. All of these Lynxes as well. I mean, French very fast mobile recon tanks effectively. Not quite as good as the 10, but, you know, still not bad. This could be very good for T-Man. He's got lots of engineers here, so he should be able to mince these infantry if he gets close enough. Lots of reinforcements coming in down here for Lathans, though, which are going to the center. I am obviously noticing that, you know, we still have the noises of stuff being destroyed, and there's a lot of red stuff getting destroyed. Let's be fair here. Lathan's pushing very aggressively here. He's going into Charlie and he's going to cap it. Lathans is pushing hard in this game, and I think he's already done significant damage to poor T-Man. I mean, Lathans is on a rampage here. Staying defensively in here, has just capped this and then moved his command out by the looks of it. Moving his command into Charlie. There's no counter-capping going on. He's bringing a command in for Echo. These engineers, one squad's not in there fighting. These ones are. He is using the satchel charges. They are super effective, but he needs to get everything in there. One still lagging behind. He also needs to get a command in there. Abrams coming in here. This will be interesting because there's a lot of these Milans back here with the Milan 2. He is managing to pick off the little recon units, though. Very good use of the Abrams there. Apache rocket coming in. We'll need to be careful. I'm sure there will be a jet response to that from... I say that, but that's actually taking fire from the anti-air unit there with the Mistrals. Oh, it's almost dead. Oh, anti-air unit killed by the Abrams. Abrams is just wrecking here. It's all gone blue on the... death list? Death list? I guess it's a death list. Engineers should kill that as it goes past. Yes, there it goes. Command coming in for T-Man. He will counter-cap that. He's going to have issues getting back in here, though. He's going to have to come in from this side. He's pushing in from here, but Stinger is reloading. Should be able to kill that Gazelle, though. There it goes. One-hit kill. Not a bad position here. Ito needs to get a hit. There it does. Looking a little bit better for T-Man now. Lots more blue being destroyed there. Lathans was still a lot of blue around the middle, though. And still in control of this back point. Currently +8 to Lathans. That is really high. T-Man needs to start counter-capping somewhere. He needs Charlie back. But Lathan's reinforcements are coming. He really wants to keep hold of Charlie. Scouts pushing up here should be reasonably effective against these units. Thunderbolt coming in there, I assume going for the center. Yes, indeed. Abrams still alive and not taking any damage. Genuinely surprised that those Milan Paras didn't do any damage to that tank. I guess they never got in range. SAS here engaging on various squads. Cohesion is low for both squads. I think the Paras should lose that fight. Thunderbolt's come in and done some damage. Now, there is some scouts there. I think the biggest problem for T-Man right now is he doesn't have eyes on. What is the gun on this? It is kinetic, so it will do more damage the closer it is. Eagle in, taking out a Mirage. Mirage taking a lot of fire. Pivad's engaging on the Mirage as well. Oh, this is going to be tight. Can the Eagle turn faster than the Mirage? Thunderbolt coming in and going for the Mirage. Misses, but the Mirage is now evacing. Some tense airplay. Eagle getting a shot off, but doesn't get the kill. What happened to that other command that was called in? Has it been destroyed? I'm really confused. I'm sure T-Man called in another command. I wonder if it got killed by the Paras there. T-Man really needs to get another command in, though. He needs to start capping. It's +8 still to Lathans. He will win very soon. +8 is a big number to be. Lathans pushing in from this side of this point. Obviously, it's the safest way in. It's got plenty of cover. Thunderbolt doing a good job here. Mirage is back in, going for the Thunderbolt. I expect the F-15 is currently under repair. Oh, very nice. Thunderbolt giving a kicking to that Mirage. Mirage almost dies with the help of the Pivads there. Abrams intact. Apache is routed. Getting gunned down by the Paras with a machine gun, I think. No artillery in for either player in this game. Don't think either player really needs artillery right now. Both players sort of need to push. Finally, a cap at the top. A very brief cap as the Milan kills the command before it actually caps it. So it's just a neutralization. It's unfortunate for T-Man. Command coming in here. He should get in here fine. But there is a counter command coming in to neutralize. Surely that will get killed by the CEV here. Please tell me that's on attack move. It is. Boom. Oh, it's alive still. It didn't die. You'd think the CEV would absolutely flatten a little vehicle like that. There we go. Command dead. Links around the back, though. Is that the same Apache that's just repaired, or is it a new one? I'm not even sure anymore. There is a dead Apache there, so I think that might be a completely new one. +3 to Lathans. T-Man's pulling it back slightly. But he needs to start capping more. He's got a command Abrams coming in to go into Echo, which is really good. He just needs to hang on in there. He could do with some more infantry reinforcements. Or a jet or a bomber or something to try and strafe those guys. Command tank coming in here. I mean, T-Man spending a lot on commands here. This is like a last ditch to try and cap stuff before Lathans wins the game. He's currently +3. I think Lathans might have this game on points alone from that very, very aggressive start in the middle. I mean, he just plowed through. It will be a lot more nuanced than I give it credit for, but it feels like he did attack move all into Charlie and just succeeded. But he will have been controlling stuff on a micro level that is just beyond me. But, can't fault that. Amazing push into Charlie at the start. Poor T-Man just got absolutely smashed. But he turned it around. He started slaughtering Lathan stuff. Look at the map now. It's not particularly blue. I think he's done enough and killed enough of Lathan's stuff that, you know, he's done a good pushback, but I just don't think he's been fast enough at capping. This command is about to get slaughtered because he's going to go into a Lynx there. And that'll be game. The game is over anyway. +4. Unlucky, T-Man. That was a really, really good comeback. Just, unfortunately, not fast enough on capping those points. Look at the kills to losses at the end. T-Man took the lead. Lathan's early push, very effective, killed loads of stuff. But T-Man's pull back or push back from that, his comeback, absolutely immense. Just unfortunately too slow at capping points. That was a really challenging game for T-Man. Lathan's just pushed so hard at the start, but just unlucky, I think, there, that T-Man didn't capture a little bit earlier. But really good game. Let's jump straight into game number 2. Welcome back to game number 2 with Tmanplays on the right in blue as the 8th Infantry, and over on the left we have Lathans playing as the 79th Tank Division. This will be an interesting game. 8th Infantry obviously have always been pretty good, very, very strong infantry and decent big tanks. On the other side we have the 79th, which have super heavy tanks, and right now super heavies are really, really strong. Oh my word, Lathans has bought himself... I can't believe that. He's actually bought himself a supply depot. A FOB. A field supply depot. Whatever you want to call it. He's actually bought one in a 1v1 match. He's going to be bringing in a lot of artillery here. That's the only explanation for why he would do that. Or deliberately to give himself a disadvantage at the start. I don't know. Lathans can explain that one to me later. I'm really genuinely surprised he called that in. A little bit of early skirmishing up here between T-Man, who's managed to push out from Foxtrot in a nice position in Echo, getting into that tree line, and he's in an okay position here. Unfortunately, he is being hit already by a couple of choppers there. He will need to deal with those. T-Man bringing in an M1A1 at the back. There's a command tank coming straight in for Charlie, though. This is the general spread we tend to see in this game. Sometimes if you have forward deployment on the Tmanplays side, usually they get into Charlie as well. That hasn't been the case here. Lathans has sort of got to that side. Chopper's doing a decent job here. Good early harassment, lack of anti-air there. Thunderbolt is coming in to deal with them now, though. That Thunderbolt could get an early kill on that command tank. It is really close to this edge, if that's visible. He's going for the chopper. But he could swing around and kill that command tank if he could see it. Oh, MiG-31 is in. A-10 is down. That is unlucky on the dice rolls there. I've seen A-10s dodge a lot more missiles than that. That is very unlucky. I think we're going to see an aggressive push straight into the next point here from Lathans, possibly. He's moving right up to that edge with the tanks and stuff. No, he's going for it. Look, he's pushing out of the tree line to see what's coming in. One toe is not going to be enough versus all that firepower. He's going to do damage, but look at all of those tanks firing back. Just instantly minced it. This tank needs to get in quickly. There's another T-80BV there, and this is a big thing right now in the game. These big T-80s, the M1, A1s, these big tanks are really strong. And the T-80UM and the T-80U are a complete nightmare to kill. Look at that. Lovely strike by a cluster. Does not get hardly any kills, though. Certainly does damage. M1A1 coming in. Come on, you can get the T-80. Please tell me you can see that. It can't. Doesn't have eyes on. Unfortunate. T-80 is retreating. What else is coming in? A Chaparral coming in to deal with the choppers. That has been an issue. Reinforcements coming in at this side. Motor Strelky and BMPs. BMPs here. T-80BV. Good shout on the cluster. At least it did some damage. Akav here getting some shots off on the BMP. BMP's going to get the kill though. Spetsnaz Gru getting up close and personal with a tank. Won't do a huge amount of damage to its front armor though. And the tank can just reverse slightly. So much firepower here with these tanks. They're all so badly damaged. This Abrams could clear up if it could see them. What else we got coming in? Another Abrams charging in through the middle there. Really good shout. Nice strong units. Spetsnaz Gru coming in at this side to give a bit of eyes on. Right now, that's, I think, what T-Man is missing is some eyes on all of these units. That Abrams would absolutely wreck everything in there. As long as it could get close, T-Man has cleaned up here. The only thing that Lathans managed to do is keep stuff alive, which is a problem. T-Man needs to get those kills and finish stuff off. Easier said than done. T-Man lost the ground up here. Lathans obviously won out that little fight. He's still got defenses back here, but not a huge amount. It's a couple of Itos. He needs some anti-infantry there. He's bringing in some scouts and an ACAV, which will do some damage to infantry. Metis are going to be a problem, though. T80U. Here comes the big boy. 20 front armor, 9 side armor, 3 rear, 3 top. It takes a lot of punishment. Good recon for Lathans at the front here. He's able to see the Rangers as they get to the edge. Abrams is pushing up now. Other Abrams is coming in. Recon is just a continued issue for T-Man. He needs to be able to see these tanks. If he can see these tanks, he'd be absolutely wrecking. Unfortunately, there's Lathan's supply coming in from both sides. He will repair those tanks. Unfortunately, possibly a missed opportunity for T-Man. He doesn't know it. We can see it. He can't. He doesn't know what health they're on, how repaired they are, or anything like that. He can't see them at the moment. We have the beauty of hindsight. But I'm feeling for him. It is sometimes gut-wrenching doing these casts and seeing when someone just hasn't managed to get that final little pip of health off. And they just don't realise it. Cobra getting some kills here. Really good use of Cobra. There's no anti-air there for Lathans. Obviously a risk of a jet coming in, but nothing right now. Lathans in a nice stable position here. T-Man actually slightly out ahead in points, just because of early caps. ACAV getting shot at by that Metis launcher. Cobra should be able to clear that up as well, though. Abrams quite far back here and there. Those tanks, obviously now repaired, will be bolstered by the T80U. I think this basically puts Lathans out ahead in terms of firepower now. Once he's repaired those tanks, he just has the advantage. He's got 3 heavy tanks there. 1 effectively super heavy tank. Abrams nowhere near as much front armor. He's pushing these up now, but immediately Abrams getting smacked in the face. Other Abrams get smacked. 1 Abrams dead. This is my point. Lathans just has really good eyes on with the recon there. That Spetsnaz at the edge just made all the difference there. It allowed these tanks to fire before the Abrams even saw them. Just very good positioning. LRS in a good position now. Could do with being in that front building possibly, though. Can the Spetsnaz see them? Hard to say. But certainly not enough damage done there. T80U just hanging back at the moment. 2 T62s coming in as well. Motostrelki BMP have been destroyed. The Motostrelki Metis have been destroyed. So that area is cleaned up again. T-Man in a much more secure position. Nice positioning of an Eyehawk here. Ready to deal with any aircraft that come in. Still no sign of any heavy artillery from Lathans. I'm expecting them sooner rather than later. It'll be interesting to see what comes of that. M1A1 Abrams rolling in at the back. Another 2. Really good shout. And another one that's on the way in there that I missed. He's going to have 4 Abrams at the front. If he uses them all in conjunction with each other, then he should be... Oh, never mind. I take it all back. There's 2 T80Us there. I missed that Lathans brought in another... That's going to be very, very nasty. Can he see that tank? I'm really worried he can see that. He can see the Abrams. He can see the Abrams is going to get hit by missiles, potentially. Yeah, 1 good hit. That is a really heavy damage missile. Oh, yeah, penetration 21 on the reflex. I didn't realize the penetration on that was quite so high. What's it like on the other? The Cobra. The Cobra's... I thought it had a Cobra sort of thing, which is only 19. 21 is pretty high damage. That will get repaired when it pulls back. But yeah, Lathan's looking very strong at the front here. Very, very strong. First piece of artillery in for Lathans. It has invisible artillery shells still. You can see them landing, but you can't see the shells coming in. At least he hasn't brought in a Buratino for complete stealth kills. Stealth annihilation of an area. Most stocky BMPs coming in up the top there. I think Lathan still would like to hold or push that area. I mean, something we don't really see is the person on T-Man's side push around this way and cut off this reinforcement road and sort of come round behind. Not done very often. It always seems to be a very frontline battle right here, if anything. Attack marker gone down there from Lathans. I assume wanting to kill the Chaparral, which is moved back. And Cannon Jagdpanzer being called in there, possibly for a push around the back. Lathan's on the move with the BMP2s and the T80Us here. A little bit of movement here as well. M1 taking a lot of fire from missiles. It's all those long-range missiles. Just such fantastic harassment. This one about to get hit as well. Oh, it misses. T80U pushing up fast. Was that the... No, it's a T80U. Got a nice missile shot. T80U gets a strike shot. T-Man trying to get it out of there, but it might be about to get hit by a missile. Oh, that is a very lucky tank. Random number generator on T-Man's side there. But look at this wall of tanks. Clusters came in and immediately retreated. I don't know what that... Oh, dear. Ah, MiG-31's coming in. That's why. Missing with the missiles, thankfully. T-Man could be in trouble here. Tow Cobra's being called in to try and deal with some of this. There is some anti-air there, though. That is just so many big tanks. I mean, the T-62 is not a big tank, but it's got damage. It's still got that capability. And the poor infantry here getting absolutely minced by all of these BMPs and infantry. Cobras might get some kills here. Cobra landed in the middle of the field there, I think. Oh no, it is hovering, I apologise. It's just not engaging because it's out of missiles. Could try and engage with its Gatling gun, maybe. Does have 1 penetration, so if it gets up close... That is risky, though. Abrams pushing in. T-Man has no choice, and he's getting some serious damage done to that T-80. Glancing blow on the Abrams there, but the T-80U gets a lovely hit on it. Cobra's coming in. Nice hit on that. Oh. Thunderbolt is in. Getting some nice shots off. Does not get the kill on the T-80. It fires at 3 separate tanks. And will die. That's such a shame. It fired at 3 separate tanks and just didn't get the kills. Another loss of an Abrams there for T-Man. Clusters coming in. Lovely strike here as well. Gets the kill on the command. Does not finish off the other T-80, but does get the command tank. But Lathans has a lot of units in here now. He is +4. We've had a long while for that stalemate and that build-up of forces from both players, and Lathans just seems to have won out. But T-Man doing a good job at now cleaning up and pushing Lathans back. Bit of tit-for-tat going on here, definitely. A couple of Abrams survived. Tokobra's in a reasonable position. They did a good job. They scared the tanks back. Command tank coming in for T-Man. Fella finally got up close enough to deal with the Cobra. This Abrams almost fully repaired, coming back in, doing some more damage. This one taking a lot of fire. Good job from T-Man though. He's managed to clear up a lot of the infantry. Could probably pull his Abrams out. Wait, is that the same T-80 BVK? Did it survive? I thought it died. I think it must have got back and survived and I just missed it. I thought it got hit by the cluster. My bad. I don't think that's a new one. Oh. So unlucky with his hits here. So unlucky. Poor T-Man. Lathan's just getting all the right hits. This Abrams getting very close. Cobra coming in. What is this Abrams up to? Nice hit on that T-80. T-80 BV coming in, T-80U, and that tank is dead. There's still 3 tanks there. Oh, T-Man, I'm feeling for you right now. Clusters coming back in. Will be met, I'm sure, by the MiG-31s. Come on, get some good strikes with these clusters. First one was taken out. Second one gets a good strike. Manages to kill the T-80U by the looks of it. Should be happy with that. At least one's dead. Unfortunately, he lost both jets. Cub being brought in now to deal with these bombers coming in. Lathan's maintaining his hold on that point. Abrams command coming in. He'll need to be careful with that. Immediately BMP-2 getting a side shot potentially on this. Lucky miss. Nice. Abrams doing the business. Another Abrams on the way in. How many tanks are down here now? Still the BVK command tank and a BV, but that is all. T-Man has managed to clear up a lot of those tanks. T-Man just needs to clear up this area now. Ito gets a nice hit there. I mean, the kills to losses are going to be tight in this game again. T-Man's done a good job there. Lathans has just eked it out ahead in terms of control of the map. Igla's under a lot of fire from the tanks here. Akav should be getting some nice hits. Akavs aren't doing bad at all. Zoom in and have a little look at that. It's a fun little unit with its recoilless rifle. Well, it's called a tank gun, but it's a recoilless rifle. It's heat rather than kinetic, so distance doesn't help. Not a bad cleanup, but T-80 BVK coming in, going for that command. Good hit on the BV. Could probably do with moving up this Abrams to help. Currently he's busy firing at the Razvedka. In the meantime, Lathans has made some progress up here with those Motorstocky BMP brought in earlier. There's a Tow Cobra going up to deal with them though. Lathans retreating his tanks once more. T-Man on the move. Cluster coming in. Oh, there are 2 cubs there. 2 cubs. Immediate response by a MiG-31 as well. I think that MiG-31 may be on auto, I'm not sure. But very, very fast. Cobra flying over looking for air defense at that side, which there isn't any. Tanks back here clearing up at the front. Got the ACAV. Conker's going to get a nice hit on that Abrams. Yes. Abrams command tank is pushing in. Conker's going to get another hit on this Abrams here. The line of sight that these Conkers have is amazing. Is that from that Spetsnaz group? I honestly don't know. Lathan seems to have an amazing line of sight from that side. Is he using his supply much back here? A little bit. I think he's mainly using it for his single piece of artillery. Which I haven't really seen fire much, but then I wouldn't see it fire because it's invisible. So... oh, here he is, the big boy. T-80UD, 21 front armor, 9 side, 3 rear, 3 top. 20 penetration and the reflex. Going straight after that command tank. Ouch. He's the big boy, the big daddy. Conker's going to get a nice shot on this. Nice return fire from the Abrams, but the Abrams is about to be set upon by 4 tanks. May or may not get the kill. Oh, no, doesn't. Gets immediately blattered by the T-80s. Another T-8. Oh, wow. 2 T-80UDs, a T-80BV, a T-80BV, and a T-80BVK. This is a wall of super heavy armor. There's decent anti-air cover and there's armor. I mean, this is nasty. When he decides to push, I'm very concerned that T-Man's not going to be able to stop him. Artillery's hitting this area by the looks of it. Just saw a shell land. T-Man's lost a lot of cluster jets. He's lost a few choppers. He's still got a Thunderbolt. Where is that going? Just flying to the center, but immediate response from the MiG-31s. Yeah, no chance. MiG-31 gets out alive. Those MiG-31s are doing really well in this game. Like, really well. Better than I would have expected. F-16 cluster coming in, dropping on... I don't think it dropped. I think it got stunned before it got close enough to drop. Chaparral smashed from the side. 2 BMPs there. A BMP here with some Motorstrelki in. Lathan's consolidating his control, trying to encircle this point before he pushes in all these tanks. And here they go. They're all pushing forward. 2 tanks versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the 5th one is really far back. I mean, T-Man's getting some good hits off here. But it's just not enough. Does he have any more tanks is the question. I'm not sure he does because he's not bringing any more in. He has lost a lot of Abrams. Another Cobra lost to those air defences at the front there. The Strelas. Cubs further back. Do they still have ammo? No, they're both out of ammo. Cobra in here, trying to clean up these infantry. Tanks pushing up once more. Scouts have a good eyes on. I assume that T-Man can now see at least the T-80 UD. That's going to be close enough to get hit by all of these tanks in a second. That was a quick succession of losses of aircraft. Lathan's pulling all his tanks back away from the Abrams. Su-25 anti-tanks coming in. Kill one, stun the command. That was a good run in. That was a lot of aircraft at once. There was a lot going on there. Another Su-25. And there's the command tank dead. And there's the other one dead as well from the tanks. I think got the final blow there. This could be it. All over. And there it is. The surrender. Oh, commiserations, T-Man. That was so hard fought. I genuinely thought mid-game after that initial push from Lathans, you might be able to push back into Lathan's point and counter cap. That was so unfortunate. You did really well. Lathan's just so brutal, and it's so powerful with those big super heavies right now. It was just a wall of armor. Really well played, guys. Fantastic pushes from Lathans as well. Absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look at the kills there and losses just on those units again. I mean, the Abrams were doing so well, but there was so many T-80s. And unfortunately, on T-Man's side, he was not getting that final blow on those T-80s quite often, and Lathans was managing to repair them. Did he call in a T-80 BVK at any point? Was that actually destroyed? No. No, it wasn't. So he managed to keep that alive. I thought at one point it had been destroyed, but it hadn't. He actually did manage to repair it. I just didn't see it. Great games, guys. Well played to both of you. T-Man, commiserations, but you played exceptionally well. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please do like, share, subscribe, and stay tuned. We'll have more Warno over the weekend.